everybody. It's
Good
Tuesday.
morning.
Welcome to the Key Talks with, my mind just went blank. The Elite Team Key Talks with Juvie and myself. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. Of course, I've been getting a lot of phone calls from family back home, and I'm sure, Juvie, you've getting people asking, are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Is everybody okay? The ITC fire is burning in the LaPorte Deer Park area. As of right now, there are no injuries or any major injuries from firefighters or staff at the ITC plant. A few websites that you should probably know is the readyharris.org, and ITC Deer Park actually have been putting out some press releases. There was a press release just as I was leaving the house this morning, so I don't have a whole lot of information, but we did pull up a map to show where they are monitoring the air quality in the Houston and surrounding areas. And we're going to show you guys the map here in just a few minutes. But there's been a lot of talk on social media. And so there's a lot of people that are scared, and it's understandable. However, in my case, I live in Deer Park, and I feel like I'm okay because the mayor of Deer Park and some of the city officials, they live in Deer Park. And so I feel like if there was some danger that they would have their families move out of the area, and they haven't done that. So I feel like if they're not taking their families out of the area, then we're okay. I don't know, Juvie, like I do see social media posts where it's gonna blow, or why are they allowing kids to be in school? Yesterday we were out of school. But again, I feel like in Deer Park we're okay because, like I said, the mayor and the city officials and things like that, they live in Deer Park and they're not evacuating their families. So Juvie, what are some of the things that you've heard and maybe your concerns?
So, of course, we're seeing a lot of things on social media. So one of the things I just read is that the air quality in the Houston is being affected also because the wind, it's coming from LaPorte, Deer Park, but the wind is shifting it to the Houston area because I'm from Houston. So it's shifting it, so the air quality, and the question on that, how is the Houston air quality versus Deer Park and LaPorte air quality? So that's the things that I'm hearing in social media and, friends, and of course watching the news. So it is a little scary knowing that it's still happening. It hasn't been put out. So those are the things I'm hearing.
Right, and so one of the things, so they can't put it out. It's not gasoline, but it's the chemicals, and you know if you have a gas fire, you can't put water on it to put it out. I mean, it doesn't work that way. So really, I think I heard them say that the actual gas has burnt off, and so of course the wind change and shifts and things like that are making it difficult as well. They don't necessarily have it under control because you can't really control something that large, I don't think. I mean, I hate to use the term like California, the wildfires. You can't really control that kind of stuff. But I know that they're trying to keep the other tanks, but we went from 1 to 8 to 6, and I think now we're at 7 again. But anyway, so one of the things we did, because when I came in, Juvie and I were talking, and one of her concerns was the air quality and where she lives, down in the South Houston area.
Right.
So we pulled up the TCEQ air quality maps, I think is what it's called. But it's going to show us, and I'm going to fix to turn the camera so I don't take up too much of you guys' time, but to show where they are monitoring the air. It's not just in Deer Park and Pasadena, because as like Juvie said, the fire is pulling it up and then the wind is kind of carrying it all over the area. So again, readyharris.org, and then ITC Deer Park, and then I'm gonna hang on, you're going for a ride. I don't know if you guys can see this, but those are areas where the air is being monitored in the Houston area. So let me see if I can't make this stay. All right. So right here, I don't know if you guys can see that really. This is where Deer Park, and actually we're kind of at here is where we're at now. This, I believe, is where the fire is kind of located, actually, in this area. So they're monitoring here. They're monitoring like all of Pasadena. There's a whole bunch of monitoring stations in Pasadena, throughout Houston, Katy, and then Missouri City, Friendswood. Of course, the fire is kind of blowing it, I believe, towards Houston. So we got Houston here. We have Houston up here in the north side, all the way up here, close to Humboldt, Crosby. So the red is air toxics, the VOC that you're hearing a lot. Yellow is the meteorological monitoring. Green is nitrogen. You guys can go to TCEQ. Let me see if I can get this for you. It's tceq.maps.arcgis.com. So you guys can look at this a little bit closer. But I just wanted to assure really a lot of my family and friends in Central Texas that have been calling and texting and over the last few days, we are fine at this point. Not really concerned too much. I mean, yes, we do worry about the toxins that we're all breathing in, but again, go to the TCEQ maps and you can see where all the air monitoring is taking place. So before I leave, I know we've kind of gone a little bit longer than we, whoops, sorry. I know we've gone a little bit longer than we normally like to today, and just because of the ITC fires in Deer Park. But don't forget, in the Pasadena, Deer Park, LaPorte, South Houston area, we are having a homebuyers education class this Saturday at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. March 23rd.
You should be seeing some more ads on that popping up in your feed, hopefully. And if you have anything that you want us to talk about next week or in the weeks to come,
make a comment, like, and share.
Yep. I don't have all the names, and really it's because the fire has kind of consumed me. I've written a couple offers this week, and I really haven't had a chance. But we did have a few people share last week, and we said that we would do a giveaway. So I need to get all of that together. I did not forget. I just got consumed. And so we will do that next week for sure. As a matter of fact, when we get off here, I'm going to go ahead and get all that together, and then we'll put it in a jar and we'll draw next week. Okay? Juby, have anything you want to?
No, just if you have any questions for us, of course, messenger us, call us, anything you need, just reach out anytime.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us on the Key Talks with the Elite team, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.